No further ado, let's get down to the mix. This is the table of explanation you've seen us do in the other ones, and I've got my little recipe card here. This is, I'm going to half this mix, so I don't want to mix too much because I haven't got anywhere to put it basically. So this is what I recommend you use. So we're going to need our jug first of all. Okay. And I suggest you get your water. There you go. Get some water. So we're just going to tear or zero that with the container on top, because the scales will think that's all one unit now. So when I put water in there, it's going to tell me. So I'm going to need 9 ounces of water, or 9 ounces of water. That's 250 grams of water I need. It'll be, you know, it's within a couple of grams, it doesn't matter. There we go. That's all we need. Water, water. So let's see how much that is actually. So it's going to be, you can see why I put these cups out. That's about 1.5 cups. I works out about 1.5 cups of water, one of those. So we need to leave the water in there. There you go. Now we need to add the PVA to that, and this is where this is why you get a paintbrush. Now you'd add the PVA to that. So we press 0 again. Let's turn this off, and we turn it back on again. Now that's going to read the water and the container, and it's going to 0. So we're going to put some PVA glue in now. So we're going to need 125 grams or 4.5 ounces of PVA glue. Oop, 126 grams. Smack on. Okay, so put the lid on that. Now, turn your scales off. If you've got scales. So we need to give that a really good stir now, and I mix it really well. And this is the key. This is the key part. Get that PVA glue mixed really well in there. Get your container, and then pour that into there, so you can see there's no residue then. Okay, and let's put that one side. Oops, give it a good stir. Now, get our glass jar. Let's put that there so we can see it. Get our glass jar there, and we'll start that up. We're going to get our calcium carbonate. You might be able to hear my cat meowing. I think she wants to come in, but she'd have to stay out there now. Okay, so according to this, I need 500 grams now of calcium carbonate. As you can see, the calcium carbonate is basically a chalk. It's quite heavy, so you put that in there. So we need 500 grams of that. Now I would do half. You don't want to put more than about 250 grams at the time in, because I tell you why, this is like mixing plaster. For any gentleman out there that that have done plastering or made plaster or anything like that, or model makers that have done plaster of Paris work, you'll know what I mean, that you add this to the water. You don't add water to that because it'll go thick and lumpy. So you need to add this to the fluid, and to do that you need to whisk and then just sprinkle it in. Let me just change hands because I'm right-handed and it's a bit difficult to try and, there we are, that's better. Whisk it in, sprinkle it in. So it's like making batter. If you made batter for fish or something like that, you know, this is quite an easy way. You can make Yorkshire puddings like this, yeah, but don't use PVA glue. It doesn't taste so nice. Oh. Yeah, okay, so let's just mix that in. There we are. So that's half of what we need. Give it a good stir. And we need now the same amount again, another 250 grams of calcium carbonate or chalk. And again, exactly the same, mix that in. I'm actually going to decant all this, well, no, half of it actually. There's half of that now, paint tube, which is 60 grams, or milliliters, sorry, 60 milliliters of paint now in there. Let's see how that looks. Actually, that's looking quite nice, look. So, for reference, let's have a look at this particular make of gesso, and you can see that's quite bright white, and that's not so white. So we can add a bit more, and it's quite a fluidy type of paint. So let's put a bit more paint in there. Let's put the 120 milliliters in there. It was only £1. It doesn't matter. There you go. So we know what we're looking to achieve. Let's put that over there. I don't want to knock that away. Oh, now it's looking a lot brighter. Look, see? If you think that's just a little bit thin, then just go in and just alter the recipe a touch. Just put like half a scoop in. This is not 100% accurate. You can get this gesso as thick or as thin as you want it. I prefer it a little bit thicker than that. So I'm just adjusting the formula a touch to suit my own needs. And one more scoop. So I'm on about let's make that up. I know roughly how many scoops I need. That's going to be approximately 750 grams of calcium carbonate in there. About 21 ounces, something like that. That's better. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. There we go. Homemade gesso. So let's put my calcium carbonate onto the floor. And let's just, I got a canvas here, because I'm going to place down. I'm just going to grab myself a brush and go into the gesso. It's nice and smooth. It feels pretty good actually. There's no lumps in it, not really. You need to, you can give it, make sure you can really give it a good old whisking. The more you mix it, the smoother it's going to get for you. Okay, so I'll just let that dry and see how that looks. Alright, it's a bit rough because I've been doing it onto my workstation rather than on an easel, but I'm going to put that one side, let that dry, and that's that in a nutshell. So I suggest you store that well. He says, has he got one? As I've got a pot here somewhere. Anyway, I'll find a pot in just a second. I got some here. I got a pot here I can put some gesso in. There you go. So just top that up. Okay, give it a shake, mix it all in. Job's a good one. So, more gesso for me. Or we do a funnel. No, I got my stock of gesso right up now. So, I should have moved that handle out the way, I think, because it's going to get dirty everywhere now. Just put the lid on that. Give it a bit of a shake, and that's another one done.